Hello, and a very warm welcome to all intelligent and thoughtful followers joining us for this special, exceptionally deep dive episode of your channel, BT Plus. I am delighted to take you today on a profound investigative journey, a journey that goes beyond the glossy headlines of AI technology and plunges us into the core human reality underpinning it. Today, we are not just discussing algorithms or complex mathematical models. We are talking about a global labor revolution currently being shaped by millions of people in India, a massive, silent workforce that is the unseen engine driving the greatest technological leap in our history. The title of our analysis is Unmasking India's AI Workforce: The Unseen Global Implications of Human-AI Synergy. Prepare to open a file few ever get to see. Let's begin by defining the core term that anchors our discussion: human-AI synergy. Often, AI is portrayed as a force opposing humans, the machine that will replace us. But the more accurate reality, brilliantly demonstrated by India, is that AI cannot exist or evolve without intensive and sustained human intervention. Every large language model, LLM, every machine learning system starts with raw data. This data needs to be meticulously cleaned, categorized, labeled, and audited. This is not just training. This is the taming of raw digital matter. This is where India emerges as the world's human data laboratory and the global context factory. It is not merely a software hub. It is the source of organized human intelligence being injected into the veins of the machine. This is precise, cognitive labor, demanding human judgment, cultural context, and the ability to distinguish ambiguities where the machine currently fails. For instance, for a self-driving car to differentiate between a small pothole, the shadow of a pothole, and a plastic bag on the road, it requires millions of manually annotated examples done by Indian workers, applying their human logic to complex street scenes. This is just the beginning of what is being accomplished there. Why is India the dominant player? The answer lies in the convergence of three strategic and historical forces. First, the sheer scale and linguistic cultural complexity. India provides the largest pool of educated, English-speaking young people in the world. Crucially, AI needs to cope with multilinguistic and complex cultural nuances. The Indian workforce, with its massive linguistic diversity, over 22 official languages and hundreds of dialects, can train models to interact with this diversity far better than any single country. This ensures a virtually endless and continuous supply of labor for multimodal AI. Second, the logistics infrastructure and historical expertise. Thanks to its long history dating back to the 1990s in business process outsourcing, BPO, India has built a formidable logistical and organizational infrastructure that allows these data farms to be managed at an unprecedented industrial scale. These centers are not just offices. They are huge digital war rooms ensuring the quality and accuracy of input data at high production rates. Third, competitive operational cost and global edge. While wages are rising in the high-tech sector, the cost of skilled and trained labor in India remains highly competitive compared to Western markets. This economic disparity is a crucial factor in the operational budget of global AI giants. This combination of efficiency, scale, and cost has established India as the dominant power in the on-demand AI labor economy. This economy has extended beyond major tech cities and into rural areas through remote work platforms, transforming new graduates, women, and individuals from less privileged backgrounds into an essential part of the global AI value chain. This is a silent, profound economic and social leap. Ghost work, the dark side of machine training. Let's now address the less visible aspect: ghost work. This term, coined by researchers, describes the real and crucial work done anonymously and without public recognition. When we interact with a smart chatbot or a search engine provides an accurate answer, we don't see the dozens of Indian auditors who reviewed that answer to ensure its accuracy or freedom from offensive language. They are the essential workers who put the finishing touches on the machine's intelligence. This work involves grave ethical and social challenges that we must confront seriously in our extended analysis. The issue of psychological burnout. Some tasks required for AI data cleaning are extremely repetitive, soul-crushingly monotonous, and at times traumatic. Consider the content moderators working in India, tasked with reviewing and categorizing violent or hateful content to train AI systems to filter it out. Repeated exposure to traumatic material creates a toxic work environment, leading to PTSD and other mental health issues. Major corporations often obscure these human costs under the banner of technological progress, employment fragility, and unsustainability. The vast majority of this workforce operates as independent contractors or via gig platforms, not as permanent employees of global tech companies. This means the absence of basic social safety nets like health insurance, retirement plans, or paid leave. They live on the technological edge. As soon as the machine becomes capable of performing their task, which is happening fast, they risk immediate unemployment. This poses a structural challenge to the future of the Indian economy. The impact of cultural and social bias. When we rely heavily on a single demographic to train AI, we risk creating global systems that reflect, intentionally or unintentionally, specific cultural, linguistic, or social biases. If auditors in India classify certain behavior as acceptable or unacceptable based on local cultural context, it might lead to misleading or unjust outcomes when the model is applied in other markets like Europe or Latin America. Achieving algorithmic justice requires diversity among human trainers, which is not yet fully realized. Geopolitical and economic implications for the future. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. What are the geopolitical implications of India's role as the global AI trainer? Shifting economic power balance. India's ownership of this workforce grants it significant leverage in the global tech landscape. It is not just a recipient of technology, it is a shaper of its quality and intelligence. This leverage may translate in the future into larger strategic partnerships and demands for increased technology transfer and the establishment of new global data and AI standards. The culture of reciprocal automation. The world now faces a challenge of automation in two phases: automating basic processes and then automating the human training processes themselves. India desperately needs to invest in rapid upskilling programs to transition its data labeling workers into data engineers, quality analysts, and AI model supervisors. If it fails, the consequences of automation on the Indian job market will be devastating. This mandates radical curriculum reform across Indian educational institutions. Data sovereignty. In a world where data is the new oil, control over its refinement and classification process is a form of economic sovereignty. India is leveraging this position to cement its status as a major technological power, capable of competing with both the West and China. The recommendation towards a fair synergy model. To escape this ethical and economic dilemma, we must shift from a system of anonymous exploitation to a fair and recognized synergy system. This requires transparency in digital supply chains. AI companies must be more transparent about the source of their data and who trained it, including this human labor in their sustainability reports. Fair wages and protection. Fair wages commensurate with the work's importance must be guaranteed, and social safety nets provided for ghost workers, especially given the escalating risks of automation. Recognition and value. The story of these workers must be internationalized, and they must be given the recognition they deserve as a vital component of AI innovation, not just cheap inputs. In conclusion, my friends, what we have uncovered today is not just a story of labor and technology. It is a story about human value in the age of the machine. AI is a mirror reflecting the data we feed it. If that mirror is clear and accurate, the credit belongs to the massive, unseen human effort occurring daily in India. We must recognize that human-AI synergy is not a future event. It is a current reality and the essential engine of the technological revolution. The final message you must carry with you is this: no true AI exists without critical human intelligence behind it, and every success we see today is a product of unseen Indian human sacrifice and effort. Now, we must all unite as part of the global tech community and ask, when will we acknowledge and celebrate this crucial and historic role? If you feel that this kind of in depth and differentiated analysis, which pulls back the curtain on major global truths, adds value to your understanding of the world, then do not hesitate. I urge you now to subscribe immediately to BT Plus and hit the notification bell. Your continued support is the backbone that allows us to deliver this type of long, comprehensive, and extended analysis. Join us to always stay at the forefront of understanding. Thank you very much for your valuable time, and until we meet for another thrilling and extended analysis, be well and keep your mind critical.